The sect cultivator's contempt lands on me. You audacious chi-refining rogue cultivator, how dare you question the Valley Master's alchemy? My reply is blunt. Your cultivation is higher, and your voice louder, but you couldn't refine my pills. Wait, you actually made it. Then the bundle draws a question. What are you carrying? The judgment comes straight from Heavenly Law 37th. Third and fourth, those who steal 10,000 spirits' life force to nourish one Tao shall have their spiritual roots shattered and return to heaven. The principle is absolute. The 9 heavens balance all things in equilibrium. A fellow disciple reaches my back mountain alchemy room. Molly, today's spiritual materials are being distributed. You're making space instead of pills, saving the room for somebody else? From nearby comes a mutter. Is she fearless, or is something wrong with her? The ridicule continues. Yesterday's pills were useless. The whole mountain smells burnt, and even the senior next door came asking. I sample one. It tastes awful, far too bitter. That's a lung pill. Impurities and spiritual energy are trapped inside. Eat it and you'll suffer blocked meridians, or even chi deviation. No matter, the affairs hall distributes materials today. I'll take your share first. This cauldron produces nothing. Materials are wasted on you. Take them, but don't touch my cauldron. After a pause, who wants your broken cauldron? I leave them one warning. Take that pill to your senior brother. Let him identify the monstrosity inside it. Away from my room, the pills reek. Senior sister, these smell terrible. Your senior brother needs to see what she's making. We'll report her and have that stove removed. Ah, it's hot. The burning residue leaves one urgent question. What is this stuff? The junior spots the damage. Senior sister, your sleeve can corrode stone. What kind of useless pill does that? One disciple blames me. That mad woman did this deliberately. Another immediately objects. No, she even puts these pills in her mouth. The answer hits them. Corpse bone acid. How could that appear in alchemy waste? They can only wonder, what medicine is Molly refining? Elsewhere, an announcement spreads. Medicine King Valley's jade spirit herbs are scarce. Low-grade chi-gathering pills now cost 10 times more. 50 spirit stones per pill. 50 spirit stones? My 3-month allowance is only 30 spirit herbs. Why should lower disciples bear this shortage? The official remains firm. The sect secured subsidies from every peak. Distribute them. Among the lower disciples, panic spreads. Senior sister, that's 50 stones per pill. I can't even gather 10. What happens if you can't afford chi-gathering pills for a month? Your cultivation stagnates, or even regresses. Nearby disciples watch Molly. Is she truly unconcerned, or merely pretending? That's the senior from the outer hall. The outer hall senior approaches Molly. Junior Molly, I hear your stove holds unused spiritual materials. Every hall is collecting idle materials for uniform distribution. The outer hall will temporarily borrow whatever remains in your stove. I have no spiritual materials. You couldn't have exhausted last month's quota. Everything you made was useless. Junior Molly, your alchemy talent is clearly limited. Materials in your hands only become waste. Let someone capable use them. His companion cuts in. Senior, don't waste your breath arguing with her. I collected last month's materials for her. She agreed it was fine. The senior presses his advantage. Junior Molly, shall the outer hall keep your future monthly material allowance too? Fine, on one condition. Don't touch my cauldron. This broken thing is obviously worthless. Senior sister, how could you agree to this? Without spiritual materials, how will you cultivate? Junior, close the door for me. My eyes are blurry. An investigator examines the corpse bone acid residue. A failed batch shouldn't produce this concentration from a 9th stage chi refining disciple. Then comes the realization. This is pill energy. A 9th stage rogue cultivator on the back mountain supposedly can't refine even a waste pill. Yet her stove contains pill energy. That contradiction demands an answer, and the investigator resolves to uncover the bronze cauldron's origin. An official addresses the sect. Medicine King Valley has sent aid for our herb shortage. All privately hoarded herbs now pass temporarily to the valley. They'll become pills, distributed by cultivation contribution. Another voice interrupts. Sect envoy. We risked our lives picking those herbs from back mountain cliffs. They aren't sect assets. The back mountain belongs to the sect, so its herbs belong to everyone. The valley representative adds, we're managing them because you may not understand proper preparation. Your preparation methods could ruin their medicinal properties. Then comes the threat. Any herbs hidden after 3 days count as stolen sect resources and will be punished. Bella has a secret. Senior sister, I hid 3 spirit-gathering herbs on the cliff. I saved them for 2 months. Take them if you want, but they're for my cultivation. I ask, how did you cultivate before you had spiritual herbs? Before 7th level chi refining, did you have herbs? Her silence answers me. If not, then you'll be fine. Outside, disciples dismiss Molly's composure. She's relaxed because there aren't any materials left to collect. Her room holds nothing but waste pills and a broken cauldron now. Alone again, I test my progress. Today's cycle finishes 3 breaths faster than yesterday. The result is clear. I don't need any spiritual herbs. As I leave, Bella's questions follow. What's wrong, miss? Are you really leaving? The sect envoy gives one last order. Back at the valley, investigate something for me. Please instruct me. Who lives in this sect's pill room on the back mountain? Meanwhile, in the east courtyard, Senior sister, Chad's in trouble. He's forcing a breakthrough without chi gathering pills. He reached 9th level chi refining, but 3 meridians snapped. He's vomiting blood. The elders have no meridian restoration pill, so they sent him to Medicine King Valley. At the east courtyard, I checked Chad. His dantian is empty. He forced spiritual energy inward, but his meridians collapsed first. Now 3 are severed, and loose energy tears through his body. At most he has 1 hour. Our medicine storehouse has no meridian restoration pill. Medicine King Valley answers, our limited resources prioritize disciples capable of foundation establishment. His roots are inadequate. Medicine can't fix his failed 8th level breakthrough. What do they mean, inadequate roots? Chad ranked first in last year's assessment. Go back. The sect will arrange Chad's recovery. Everyone, disperse. 3 meridians are severed. How can he recuperate? That's waiting to die. Medicine King Valley controls every ingredient for the pill. The sect is powerless. Someone calls after me. Senior sister, you're leaving. I'm not a doctor. Go to the alchemy room. Under the stove is a pottery jar holding 3 black pills I refined 2 days ago. Crush those 3 pills, dissolve them in water, and make Chad drink. They only treat the symptoms. Doesn't that make them useless? Useless is better than nothing. Back beside Chad, the disciples examine my black pills. Senior sister said they work, but they look no different from nothing. Forget that. His pulse keeps weakening. The elder told us to let him rest. What rest? That's just waiting to die. Another disciple confronts the senior. What are you doing? Don't ask. Help me pry his mouth open. The pills go down. It's working, right? He's stopped convulsing. He's stable. How did he suddenly stabilize? The meridian restoration pill failed, but those useless pills worked. Senior sister, what exactly are you refining? Elsewhere, the sect envoy watches Molly race from the alchemy room toward the east courtyard. A crimson gold pattern flashes beneath Molly's feet, identical to the cauldron by her stove. The envoy cannot understand how an ancient alchemist's cauldron reached a kitchen maid. If those black pills truly came from that cauldron, their power is extraordinary. Then Chad vomits black blood again, worse than during the day. I return to find Chad vomiting black blood. Is he still breathing? Yes, but it's weakening. The 3 daytime pills only sealed the cracks. His severed meridian roots never reconnected, and the remaining tissue is still decaying. Had I known, I would have stayed away. Senior sister, he swallowed it. Good. Watch him. If he doesn't vomit tonight, he'll recover. Only 1 pill. Don't crush or dissolve it. It spent all day tempering in the cauldron, so its medicinal power settled at the core. Swallowing it whole lets it dissolve slowly and work better. Should we ask the elders? Chad feels it first. Something's pushing through my blood vessels. What's happening? That isn't another meridian breaking. No, those are his severed meridians reconnecting. That's impossible. Severed meridians cannot reconnect. Even the meridian regenerating pill can only preserve what remains from decay. He's breaking them down and rebuilding them. That's exactly what's happening. From 8th level chi refining, he's skipping 9th and entering foundation establishment. How could his physique establish foundation instantly? Molly called the pill useless. Chad even wiped it on his clothes before swallowing it. One disciple witnessed everything. He walked in yawning, swallowed the pill, and established foundation, then gathered light soared into the sky. The sect envoy recognizes the ancient pill saint's pill, despite its charred, pitted surface. It looks little better than mud, yet its medicinal effect is astonishing. Who exactly is she? Above the back mountain, foundation establishment light erupts. The sect envoy asks, what happened near that pill aura? Someone in the sect has established foundation. Back in the pill room, I calculate 3 times. Only residue remains, too little to scrape out. Without phosphorus charcoal, I can't control the heat. These herbs will be ruined within 2 days. Last month's ledger says distribution is suspended during centralized allocation. Even the spirit charcoal was taken. These pills weigh over 40 grams, worse than the last batch. I meant to remelt them, now I can only sell them. The oversized robe must have belonged to a giant. From my sect, Tianyun Market lies 30 miles east. The market isn't impressive, but it checks no identities and takes commissions. The posted requests confuse me. Are these chi refining orders? They only specify the bloodline direction. Not one has formed a proper foundation. At a stall, the pill vendor inspects my batch. What's this? You're burning stones to fool me. I won't buy them. Another buyer interrupts. How many did you make? More than 40. Is all of it this bad? Waste pills cost 2 stones each. 2 bags of low-grade stones, 90 total. 90 stones buy exactly 3 portions of spirit charcoal. That's enough fuel. Half a month later, another pile of blackened rejects fills my room. Before I leave the market, someone shouts, "Stop!" The pill vendor eyes a reseller. You want these stone eggs? At 5 each, I'll profit reselling them. Pill vendor, can I have those 2 bags of waste pills? With that strange sale behind me, I hurry on. The charcoal shop should still be open. At the stall, someone checks the gray-robed man. Hey, are you all right? Then comes a stunned cry. My goodness! The crowd erupts. He broke through. That gray-robed man reached the 9th level of chi refining. Another cultivator looks closer. No, he's at the 9th level's peak. He broke through the bottleneck that trapped him for 6 years. Questions fly. What did you eat? A black pill, I think. That junk from the waste stall. Junk that triggers an instant breakthrough. The crowd surges toward the pill vendor. Any left? I'll take them all. The reseller declares, 500 spirit stones each. No bargaining. News races across Tianyuan Market. What happened on East Street? Someone broke through instantly after swallowing a black pill. 500 each, and people are fighting for them. A skeptic refuses it. A black pill causing breakthroughs? Impossible. They're only refining waste. The quality is awful. The reseller's offer cuts through. 500 per pill. First come, first served. Unaware of the market frenzy, I count my fuel. Will 3 portions of spirit charcoal last until month's end? An alchemist tests a black pill. Beneath its burnt shell, the aroma matches the tempering pill in the travel guide. Its appearance is inferior, while its potency shocks him. The news is beyond control. By dawn, everyone within 100 miles will know a black pill appeared in Tianyuan Market. The alchemist must find the maker first and learn whether he understands his own pills. Over 40 sold for 90 stones. The reseller now charges 500 each. At that markup, the reseller earned dozens of times my return. I'm not angry, I just realize how stupid I was. At month's beginning, the sect releases its second pill allotment, 300 spirit stones each, limited to 50 portions. Where will it come from? They're selling ash as pills. One cultivator refuses the ration. Even free, I wouldn't swallow these. They might poison me. Another bargains. Any tiny discount is fine. Then lower the price. The clerk blocks the line. No money, no queue. Others are waiting. Please, I saved 3 months. I have 300 spirit stones. You're 1 short, so no sale. I didn't make the rules. The clerk snaps. Go find the valley master and say you'll feed him. Nearby, a black-robed stranger notices the rejected man's arm. How long has the vein in your left arm been damaged? 3 years. Can you still feel it? When it hurts, swallow the large pill. Crush the small one. Then apply it where the shoulder spirit veins converge. I won't charge you. Can this cure it? That depends on your fate. It's free, so you've nothing to lose. The medicine takes effect. There's actually a reaction. His hand. The crowd closes in. Look at his hand. Benefactor, what elixir is this? The healed cultivator kneels. Get up. Come on, don't kneel. The stranger deflects every question. It's a useless pill. That black lump is just a useless pill. 3 years of vein damage, restored instantly. Even the Medicine King Pavilion's 300 stone pure pill can't do that. He charged only 1 spirit stone. Too late, the investigator regrets bringing too few people to uncover that black-robed stranger's identity. Sarah's disciple arrives. Master, Tianyuan Market saw something strange. A black pill restored 3 years of spirit vein damage instantly. It's probably hype, though I hear the pill is remarkable. It's charcoal black, bitter-smelling, hard and gritty. Sarah repeats the clues. Black, bitter, hard, and gritty. The same description reaches back 103 years. The pill's creator was the successor of Wanding Road, a wandering sword alchemist who traveled the world. Somehow he came here too. His spiritual veins were destroyed, restored, then deliberately crippled again. The spirit charcoal still isn't strong enough. Tomorrow I'll search the market for something cheaper. Then I sense someone outside. Not a stray cat, but someone watching me. Only the old copper coin remains. It isn't valuable, yet holding it steadies me. Countless years of overflowing medicinal power have condensed around the courtyard. That accumulated pill energy spontaneously forms a protective barrier. Outside, Harvey recognizes the black pill. That taste hasn't changed in 100 years. At the market, Harvey demands, which way did today's black pill seller go? Those black-robed sellers sold out and fled. He tracks them to my courtyard, but a dense layer of pill energy blocks him. For a third-level chi cultivator, brute force is useless. Even Harvey's sword cannot penetrate energy accumulated across countless years. Harvey unleashes enough sword power to kill a golden core cultivator. Inside the courtyard, I hear the impact. Who's there? Bella wakes inside the courtyard and complains, "Who's yelling in the middle of the night?" Outside, Harvey studies the untouched barrier. Neither a third-level chi cultivator nor a golden core expert could create this. Interesting. For the first time in 103 years, someone has drawn that word from him. The copper coin in his hand still carries that person's pill aura. Harvey had crossed the 9 provinces and 13 regions for a century, searching every alchemy lineage. None could reproduce that miraculous pill. Now its inheritance apparently survives inside my dilapidated courtyard. Yet its owner cannot even burn spirit charcoal properly and keeps ruining life-saving pills. Harvey owes no debts as a sword cultivator, but this debt has endured a century. Whatever my lineage, Harvey decides that he must protect me. By morning, 3 separate forces have converged upon the courtyard. One summons another. "Come to Tianyuan City. My master ordered me there." A second messenger realizes, "My master hasn't summoned anyone in 100 years. Elsewhere, investigators identify expensive boots worn by major businesses like Medicine King Pavilion and Jubao Jai. Find mine and hide them. Medicine King Valley's scouts confirm that a short, black-robed cultivator visits this alley every 5 or 6 days, selling low-grade spirit charcoal. Their target hasn't appeared. Sarah's order was clear. Don't engage. Follow the cultivator home. Medicine King Valley even has disciples personally watching the market. This goes beyond stolen business. For now, the scouts stop buying spirit charcoal and wait for the commotion to settle. Passing nearby, I sense a familiar presence. It feels like last night's watcher. A stranger pursues me. "Don't run. Your copper coins are back. Who are you? Who owes you anything?" Elsewhere, visitors reach a shop. "Elder, we're here. Please come in." Half an hour later, nobody's here. A customer demands, "How do your chi-gathering pills compare with those black pills? You dare trust wild pills of unknown origin?" In 6 days, the price has fallen 60%. An investigator reports, "Young master, we followed your instructions. The shopkeeper says our target buys low-grade spirit charcoal every 5 or 6 days. The black-robed, hooded woman isn't tall, yet every sect uses cheap charcoal. She buys only 3 caddies, barely enough to maintain a stable temperature. How could that refine a third-grade pill? Give me the phone." A valley disciple reports, "Pavilion master, the origin tracing pill needs 3 months of cultivation." The person on the phone identifies the cauldron. 3 legs, 2 ears, 1 missing left corner, and an extremely rare abdominal wrinkle. Then comes a correction. That's not 10-flower embroidery, it's the ancestral master's pattern. Medicine King Valley had received this exact description 170 years ago. Now word spreads through the valley. The young pavilion master found the ancestral master's cauldron. Back home, I count 9 gifts, 1 for every year from age 6 through 14. Last year's is missing. I forgot to return and make it up. That problem can wait. Only half a caddy of spirit charcoal remains. I'll buy more in 3 days. Elsewhere, valley elders demand, "Who leads the Qingyun sect?" Quinn receives them. "I am Quinn, head of the Qingyun sect. What brings the elders of Medicine King Valley here?" 3 days ago, a female chi refining cultivator carried our valley's treasured cauldron. We traced her to your outer sect. The description is unmistakable. A female chi cultivator carrying the ancestral master's cauldron. Quinn answers, "I know nothing about the outer sect. Hand over the woman and cauldron within 1 hour. What if we cannot find her? Then after 1 hour, we'll search for her ourselves." The Qingyun cultivators panic. There are more than 300 unfamiliar female chi cultivators. How can we investigate them within an hour? Their only reassurance, the 10,000 Sword sect supports us. A powerful sword intent arrives from the northwest. The 10,000 Sword sect lies 7,000 li away, half a day's journey even at full speed. But this is only projected intent, not a person. Its true source remains hidden. The valley elders wonder, what connects Harvey to the Qingyun sect? Have you investigated? That female cultivator must be involved. The elder orders a disciple, "Finish this quickly. We'll leave before they arrive." Quinn recognizes Medicine King Valley's formation-breaking treasures. "Everyone, retreat into the inner formation." The valley issues an ultimatum. "Half an incense stick. Surrender her, or we'll search every courtyard." 1 fire short. We're out of spirit charcoal. Our dwindling supply confirms it. Only 12 pieces remain. The loose ingredient shop charges 25 pieces for 3 gin. We're short 13. We still have 6 black pills unsold. Even so, we have money. 30 times 6,180. Poverty has made us forget we have money. The sect leader's arrangements still take half a day. I told you, no such person appears on the outer disciple roster. The Qingyun sect refuses the demand. Sect leader, our sect has stood for 370 years. We have never knelt. Impossible. At full speed, sword control over 7,000 li takes 4 hours. Yet Harvey has already reached Qingyun sect. Heaven's way remains constant. You may retreat. Harvey's warning hangs over them, along with the ancestral hall and its 300-year foundation. Oh, he's not here. The search shifts toward the entrance. Don't close the gate. Don't close the gate. The plea echoes again. Don't close the gate. Senior, I only need to borrow a place on the back mountain. It's crude there. If you don't mind, take the main hall. Instead, the sect leader orders, check the ruined courtyard on the back mountain. Then comes the awkward question. Who lives there? Who told you to touch my cauldron? After 3 years, I finally see it alive. I used too much charcoal. It'll explode at this temperature. Who are you? Just passing by. Again, just passing by. Don't touch others' cauldrons. The cauldron has a temper. Probe too deeply, and it'll explode. I'll remember. Bella returns. Firewood's collected. Thanks. I send her off. You can leave. Harvey gets different terms. Stay anywhere. There's a flat corner where you can sleep. I have no blanket. If the ground's too hard, find a straw mat. But the cauldron is mine. Touch it again, and I'll really get angry. Why has the 9 provinces swordmaster done all this? Meanwhile, Harvey settles into Molly's courtyard. After 100 years, this is warmer than Sword Pavilion. One man repelled 12 nascent soul cultivators. Harvey hadn't left the mountain for a century, yet made an exception for a chi-refining outer sect master. Interesting. Valley Master, this person, Sarah answers, who says force decides this? No sword can cut through the human heart. Isn't Molly's formula the one our founder personally authenticated? If it's sound, that's enough. Sarah issues an invitation. In 3 months, Dinghu City, Zhongzhou, hosts the 9 provinces pill tasting conference. Invite every sect's pill cultivators. They'll discuss orthodox pill making. The Qingyun sect's leader is specially invited. Meaning, if force can't beat them, don't use force. Let the world judge. If Molly proves the formula legitimate, I'll apologize there. If she can't, Medicine King Valley isn't bullying anyone. Every pill cultivator will condemn her. The 9 provinces pill tasting conference invites Qingyun sect to debate orthodox pill making. The sect leader must bring Molly. A chi-refining rogue like me must defend the formula before everyone. Failure makes me a thief. Refusing looks like guilt and confirms Medicine King Valley's charge. Then our sect can never trade again. The back mountain's still there, a disciple reports. This morning, a junior found over 3,000 swords spread across the hillside. The poor disciple was so frightened, he detoured 3 miles. I went to the back mountain to tend the fire. It was too small, so I added another courtyard. Quinn wonders how to begin. At the courtyard, Quinn tries. Senior, Medicine King Valley will judge you at the pill tasting conference. Who's that girl tending the fire? I'm her sect leader. Quinn mutters. 3 years, and she still doesn't recognize me. My surname's Quinn. I have news. What does that have to do with me? Medicine King Valley claims your formula is their ancestral recipe. Bullshit. I developed it across 3 years and thousands of batches. Whose ancestor? Which cauldron? Meetings? I don't have time. My pills need 2 more hours. The fire can't go out. Quinn, does your sect canteen sell discounted leftovers? When does it open? Quinn insists the conference isn't immediate. Not soon. Not soon. March. Did you hear? A chi-refining rogue in Qingyun sect's outer ranks stole Medicine King Valley's ancestral pill formula. This is Qingyun sect's first high-quality late golden core pill in 3 years. We've never received such a gift. 30 jin of spirit charcoal is our thanks. Molly, please make the trip. 30 jin will fuel me for 4 months. Besides, I want to meet whoever shamelessly called my formula stolen. Over 1,000 failed batches in 3 years. Her charcoal could fill half a mountain. Sect leader, your journey was tiring. Valley master, you're too kind. Everyone's here. Open the furnace. A 10th tier purple gold furnace. Heavenly grade. Medicine King Valley unveils its greatest treasure, the heaven-seizing creation pill, the 9 provinces' foremost achievement in alchemy. Heaven and earth's spiritual energy becomes its catalyst. Once complete, it lets nascent soul cultivators breach the half-step integration bottleneck. This is Medicine King Valley's orthodox alchemy. Your 300-year tradition is wrong. My challenge continues. This isn't mere spiritual energy depletion. Lost spiritual energy weakens you, but returns. This drains vitality, lifespan. Once that's taken, you're gone. It steals life itself. What are you looking at? Those rogue cultivators outside. Seniors, don't cause trouble. They aren't ignorant, only afraid. Offend Medicine King Valley, the nascent soul realm's alchemy overlord, and nobody will sell you healing pills. Rogue cultivators can die, and no one will demand justice. Sarah turns toward me. Wait, Molly, what advice do you have? My answer lands cold. I said stop. Your pill is devouring people. You don't understand high alchemy. This pill steals the world's spiritual energy. Nonsense. Heaven and earth spiritual energy is colorless. Those blue threads are life force. 3 years refining pills taught me that, even blind, those inscriptions aren't ancient arrays. They're guides, drawing something else. They draw every low-level cultivator's lifespan within 100 miles. Your pill succeeds by feeding on dozens of lives, Sarah, not your skill. A sect cultivator erupts. A mere chi refining cultivator dares question the Valley Master's alchemy. Your cultivation and voice outrank mine, but you still can't refine my pill. Sarah's respect turns sharp. Molly, excellent eyesight. Since you object, refine one yourself. I've heard plenty about unconventional alchemists. You're already at the pill appraisal conference. Take the stage and let cultivators everywhere taste your pills. Valley Master Sarah is remarkably generous. One uneven furnace leg stops me. Help me move a brick. What? I'm missing a leg. Without a brick, it won't stand level. Laughter follows me up. She actually climbed the stage. What's in that bundle? Chi refining cultivators need breaks after 9 steps. Another spectator scoffs. I climbed faster than her when I was 6. The bundle opens. That's a cauldron. Laughter swells. Isn't that the village granny's soup pot? She'll refine beside the purple gold furnace with that? Sarah motions me onward. Fellow cultivator, please begin. The spectators only laugh harder. She looks like a novice. Boring. What are you watching? A chi refining cultivator. Then the 3rd and 4th batches of chi refining pills crack again. The damage isn't fresh. It reveals marks left by 3 years of repeated forging. The golden scroll declares, the 9 heavens balance, 37th law. Those who steal all spirits' life force to nourish one person's path shall have their spiritual roots shattered and repay the debt. Sarah recoils from the verdict. Impossible. That golden scroll is only a legend. Swordsmen vanished long ago. This isn't your first theft. Your spiritual root itself was built with other people's lives. Medicine King Valley boasts 300 years of orthodox alchemy, yet produced a generation of crippled lost souls. Even beasts are born knowing this rule. A companion urges the stricken senior, your legs are weak, let's leave. We still have a long journey ahead. Afterward, rumors race across the 9 provinces. The rogue cultivator left the conference with a weapon refiner. Harvey came from Donghua City and followed her for 7 days. He never spoke or approached, only watched her back. That rogue cultivator is Molly, who summoned the heavenly Tao Golden Scroll. Even now, Harvey remains behind her. I know it's been 7 days. He neither speaks nor leaves. What's that supposed to mean? My companion answers. I asked. He wouldn't tell me. Harvey watches me like he's judging whether I'm worthy, not planning murder. Don't panic. He still hasn't made a move. Nobody's ever stared at you like that. I face Harvey. Why follow me? You won't answer? Fine. Enough of this nonsense. Maybe I should ask him. He won't answer you either. Isn't following us like this awkward? Of course it's awkward, but Harvey hasn't threatened, spoken, or attacked. He simply trails us, indifferent to whether I stop or go. Finally, he speaks. I like following you, Molly. When the heavenly Tao Golden Scroll descended at the conference, you were occupied. Molly, could you teach me that ingredient adding method? Now Harvey calls me senior. I'm only at chi refining. What happened to this world? Laughter rises ahead. Everyone, make way for my senior sister. We're heading home, yet every traveler on this road is heading toward our sect. We're only passing by. Welcome, you've traveled far. The Qingyun sect must be exhausted. We haven't hosted this many people in 60 years. What's the occasion? Avoiding the crowd seems wiser. We'll use the back door. Our village doesn't have a back door. Harvey receives the blame, leaving me wondering who deserves the first beating. Who should I beat first? Go back inside. Then someone addresses Harvey. You wanted to ask Molly something and broaden your horizons. What is it? No rush. Wait until Molly is settled. So the pill-tasting conference really was genuine. But why would Harvey follow him? Look at that man. Rough clothes, bird's nest hair, and a broken pot. That cauldron is worth more than your entire sect combined. This is the second time I've encountered Wanbao. Those same 2 words appeared in Donghua City's Light and Shadows. What does Wanbao mean? This has been with me for 4 years. I should have replaced it long ago, but I've never had the money. How much is this? 320 spirit stones. 320? Wasn't this spirit sword only 3 spirit stones last month? That was last month. The upstream supply stopped, and Medicine King Valley closed its mountain. Most material routes were severed. Not only swords, artifacts, spirit materials, and furnace parts cost more. I can't afford one. Mine cost 3. Now the cheapest is over 100 times higher. There's more. I met the sect cultivator at market. The rogue cultivator nearly drained dry at the conference had his artifact broken too. He couldn't replace it. More than a dozen others at the market entrance turned away from those prices. Some couldn't even afford protective talismans. At the conference, everyone thought the rogue cultivators had finally risen, with heaven itself behind them. But heaven can control only one Sarah, not 100 Hongtai merchants. The guild's golden scrolls seize spiritual roots, but not the greed in human hearts. Now I understand Harvey's situation. Is this what you wanted me to see? A fragment from a southern frontier ruin auction 3 months ago? They named it the Wanbao fragment map. A third appearance. Wanbao had formed in the light and shadow across Dinghu City's ground and ceiling. Now there's a physical fragment. What does that have to do with my ceiling? The complete map has 36 fragments. Only 2 things can resonate with its fragments: the Heavenly Tao Golden Scroll and what's sitting on your table. Continue. If it isn't a treasure map, what is it? A key. 30,000 years ago, the Wanbao sect's predecessor was Wanbao Hall. It wasn't a sect, but an autonomous Heavenly Palace Tao artifact. At its core stood a cauldron. The Wanbao sect has searched 3,000 years for that cauldron. Last night, the order arrived. Effective immediately, private refined iron mining is forbidden in every Wanbao sect spirit mine across the 9 provinces. Illegal miners will have their cultivation sealed and be expelled. They control 7 of the 9 provinces' 12 first-grade mines and 31 of 46 second-grade mines. 3 years ago, they also bought 80% of the scattered wild mines. Even basic forging materials have vanished. Not vanished. We can only buy through Wanbao sect channels. They set the price. Refuse it, and we'll fight monsters barehanded. How is that different from Demon King Valley? Senior, what about the other towns? Not just Lingyuan Town. I came from the south. 3 cities in a row had the same notices posted. So refined iron is gone. At the group buying event, I thought the rogue cultivators' day had finally come. Instead, someone else is crushing them. Wanbao sect has locked these mines. Do you understand how this works? The Wanbao fragment map isn't a treasure map, it's a key. 30,000 years ago, this cauldron powered Wanbao Hall. Is Wanbao sect's mine-locking order connected to it? Uncertain, but preparations began after the fragment map leaked 3 months ago. These sites aren't listed. Wanbao sect will find, mark, and lock each one. Call the sect cultivator and the others. Why bring them here? They need refined iron. I have a map here. The cultivators prepare for battle like hunters entering the mountains. Can we retreat? Then we lose the refined iron. Without it, we lose our strength. Otherwise, we'll stay trapped forever. The choice lands. Go. At the contested mine, the charging cultivators meet a blockade. Out of the way. The mine entrance is clear. Get inside and dig. How much? As much as we can carry. Senior, this knife came from the woodshed, but it has nothing to do with him. When did he learn that? He always knew it. Today is simply the first time he's held a knife. The technique, 10,000 Chi return to origin, recognizes its master. If that isn't a cauldron, what is it? The blade in his hands contains enough mid-grade refined iron to break 4 or 5 spirit swords. Senior, can you help us break our swords? I can't. They doubt me. Alchemy is only its most basic use. This cauldron itself is a furnace. Bring your ore to my courtyard tomorrow. Harvey arrives with a black box instead. If you don't want my gift, I won't force you. If you won't force me, why bring that black box here? Besides a sword, what else would I bring you? A coffin. Harvey reveals Frostbreaker, a 4th-grade Heavenly Palace immortal sword. I got it at 16. Put it away. Your cleaver is enough. 3 realms of demon ore are enough. 4 realms? Harvey, the treasure sect won't let you mine freely. Courtesy demands reciprocity. At the alchemy conference, you gave me a pill formula. Before that, fire seed, talismans, medicinal powder, and puppet butterflies. Do you think I particularly lack things? It's not that. I offered you the sword, but you refused. Then could you give me primordial sword aura? Do you know what primordial sword aura is? It's a fundamental part of your lifeblood. Harvey stares at me. You rejected my sword, yet want my primordial aura. This cleaver reacted yesterday. It needs true sword intent to guide it, not a sharper blade. Your 4th-grade immortal sword is too powerful. It'll crush the cleaver. Primordial sword aura is just right. The energy enters the blade, just as I thought. What? Just as you thought? Harvey sees the truth. Your hand guided the sword aura. It didn't choose its path. You chose for it. Thank you. You're welcome. Bella spots the danger. That sword aura remains inside the cleaver. Wanbao sect cultivators will recognize it. You're only telling me now? You didn't ask, Master. Is there a furnace down the mountain? The old furnace and the sect cultivator's gas stove still work, but neither gets hot enough. We need to borrow a better furnace. We can't afford one. From outside the refining array, cultivators watch Molly. Every current is converging on her. The astral wind is raging today. Has she lost her mind? She's hammering with astral wind. Who taught her that? Nobody taught her. She's using her own body as the furnace. She'll die. Sword energy shouldn't form this quickly unless the cauldron is resonating with it. The cauldron is feeding energy into my cleaver. 2 ounces purified, 3 ounces destroyed. First step complete. Down the mountain, alarm spreads. Come see, that alchemist is wielding a lightning-struck kitchen cleaver. Isn't that it? A light streak comes from the Wanbao sect. She drew 18 lightning bolts and forged this? Yet there's no spiritual energy. Did she hammer spirit iron back into ordinary iron? Sit down, girl. Don't be discouraged. Ordinary iron stays ordinary. Next time, save enough spirit stones and buy a proper weapon from the Wanbao sect. Let me show that cleaver to master. Where did it go? I deflect. Buy spirit fruits from the Chad family. I'm hungry. I'll open it for you. Cleave the ice lotus and it's yours. Break the ice and it's mine. If this fails, I'm leaving. Fine. Try. An onlooker doubts Molly. She wants to cut 10,000-year-old mystic ice with a useless cleaver. 10,000-year-old mystic ice is harder than a 6th-grade magic weapon. The mystic ice is mine. An observer notices. Girl, your cleaver's silver sword energy stirred, rolled over, then went back to sleep. Master, why doesn't that cleaver have spiritual energy? A good cleaver hides its edge. How did you know it could cut mystic ice? I didn't know. Molly, 2 people are at the town gate. The report continues. Wanbao sect cultivators are questioning the mayor about this morning's back mountain lightning. Who faced it, and how? Then, he didn't name you, but they don't believe him. They're investigating anyway. Bella, Master, why aren't you panicking? That's what I want to know. The inspector is Zach of Wanbao sect. By sect order, I'm checking energy use across all 36 western wilderness towns. Anyone who cooperates will be rewarded. Zach picks another target. A Linyun town sect has 3 earthcore fire lotus seeds, preserved for 100 years. Elder, those seeds are our inheritance, Inspector Zach. Then I brought payment. Zach, 3 6th-grade swords for 3 seeds. Fair trade. The Elder, those broken swords are worth 150 stones, he adds. The seeds are priceless, at least 6,000. That's fair. Zach doesn't budge. I'll say it again. Fair trade. Zach chooses the next target. Next, Linyun town. His search continues. Which other sects have valuables? My apprentice Bella. Master, finish chewing first. Okay, examining the gun, I find 3 subtle spirit patterns. Long-term use makes the Thunder Spirit Pearl's energy flow backward. Then the wielder will fail, not the gun. This gun is a time bomb. Does its maker know the ironclad sect? Step forward. Rather than chase the commotion, Bella redirects me. Master, why not chat with that young master? A warning cuts across the street. A demon beast. Retreat, quickly. The creature carries thunder. Its opponent tries using a thunder weapon to withstand those 3 flawed spirit patterns. Bella, can it survive at full load? How is that possible? Master, that man can't hold on much longer. Keep slashing. Swing forward. A final cry ends the clash. When the dust settles, someone is wounded. What is this? Thank you. Treat the wound. Don't stand in the wind. Then a shout. Stop. Is that knife for sale? Your gun exploded. How can you afford a knife? Humph. I'll bid. A jade slip arrives. The Wanbao sect's young master is gone. Whatever it contains, I can't read it, but the proud young master abandons his bid and runs. Master, a new knife stall opened at East Street's end. Ordinary iron, 30 stones each. Buyers spread an astonishing claim. Someone tested one. It's harder than a Wanbao sect 6th-grade sword. It chipped my 5th-grade iron sword. The knife didn't even show a white mark. 1 knife each, yet we're short of iron? How many have sold? 98. The Wanbao sect took one. Almost there. Are you sure he'll come looking for you? The weapon refiner recognizes Molly's method. He can use that woman's cutting technique. I saw him behind the mountain. He can draw heavenly lightning into his body. No one has used this technique for 300 years. I have to meet this smith. Those 2 gray-robed Wanbao sect men sent a message overnight. They took 1 knife and drew a diagram. The Wanbao sect will send people. They really will? How many people? And what grade of items will they bring? Let's sleep, then find that blacksmith tomorrow. The Wanbao sect may arrive before him. Will there be time? He doesn't know, but his master says there is. So there is. 300 years. Finally, a fellow traveler. Master, that blacksmith closed yesterday. Will he appear today? How would he know there are 3 knives left? At the shuttered stall, the weapon refiner calls. Come out. I don't want a knife. Let's talk. Huh, your knife wasn't forged. Yours wasn't entirely forged either. The weapon refiner, Molly. When you summoned lightning behind the mountain, its entire iron mine shook. How long did you live there? 3 years, mining and smelting iron. My method is called cold abyss jade. First heat the iron through, then freeze it with something extremely cold. Repeat 108 times. The impurities separate into layers. What remains is harder than spirit iron, but carries no spiritual energy. Your sword is like mine, carbon spirit. I can't predict its changes, so the Wanbao sect wants it. 300 years ago, someone drew lightning into their body. My master's master left an incomplete scroll. Only 4 pages survive. I trained 20 years and learned only cold abyss jade. You used the complete art. What do you want from me? I want to see your complete technique. What do I get? Iron 3 times purer than the ore behind the mountain. Cold abyss jade cracked on cycle 99. I couldn't continue. Fine, but not now. After the Wanbao sect matter, the Dragon Slayer's sword remains on the stall. If you go there, you'll become a target. Follow me. Who set up this stall? I'm a Wanbao sect protector. Come out. Ordinary iron, uninfused, yet stronger than 6th grade spirit steel. Take it back for study. The owner is absent, so here 3 rules. First, nobody in Linyuan town may sell spirit, imitation, or inferior goods without Wanbao sect permission. Second, the forger must report to the Wanbao sect's Western Wilderness branch within 3 days. Missing the deadline means private judgment. Third, during the Demon Tide, someone killed a 7th-tier thunder centipede with an iron kitchen knife. The Wanbao sect will buy that knife. Its wielder may name a price at our branch. Master, they want your kitchen knife. They're after the weapon refiner too. What do we do? They gave us 3 days. 3 days is enough. Enough for what? Give me that iron now. When the Wanbao sect comes for us in 3 days, we'll need something presentable for the argument. Before dawn, the weapon refiner leaves with my iron. Don't follow me. For 3 days, a nascent soul cultivator's divine sense blankets half the town, leaving nobody a way out. When the deadline arrives, hiding is pointless. The sect cultivator bellows. I'll say it again. Whoever forged those anti-iron swords, show yourself. Whoever used that kitchen knife against demons, come out, turn over every paving stone. Then someone spots me. You're the one with the knife. Your shouting reached me while I was eating breakfast in the alley. Hand over the kitchen knife and reveal that severing technique. The treasure sect is offering you a way out. There are so many of you. Will 1/ each be enough? You overestimate yourself. You really are useless. I leave the defeated cultivators with their own rule. People on this street may sell whatever they want. Nobody needs permission. Tell your sect leader to bring some sincerity if he wants to talk. The kitchen knife becomes the issue. Are you trying to steal it? Then I remember the weapon refiner. Right, Senior Song. Don't sell that kitchen knife. He has one question for Bella. Tell me, what cultivation level has your master reached? She doesn't use cultivation. Go away. Outside, someone asks, why seek your master? The answer is simple. He took my iron 3 days ago. I need to see what he'll do with it. Elsewhere, the spiritual market erupts over a new decree. This rent reduction order is insane. The announcement spreads. The Wanbao sect has sealed every spiritual vein in the Western Wilderness. Mines, markets, and ferries close today. Western Wilderness, Northern Abyss, Eastern Swamp, and Southern Ridge are cut off. Cultivators cannot survive. Without spiritual fire, 1/3 of pill formulas become useless. This will drive people to their deaths. Cursing changes nothing. Who provoked the Wanbao sect? Outside, everyone blames the sect for stopping spiritual material trade. A startled official pushes back. Wait, who exactly are you cursing? At the forge, I inspect the pattern. What is this mess? Cold abyss can't survive quenches 100 through 108 with spiritual vein water. After 99 quenches, resonance with the armor shatters the iron. Change the cold source. To what? Draw lightning into the iron. Yang lightning burns, while yin lightning freezes. Lightning provides both heat and cold. Your incomplete 4-page scroll should explain that. If it only mentions yang lightning, those pages were torn out or omitted. After 20 years, you've mastered only half the art. Did you use yin lightning on this iron? This cold isn't found in spiritual materials. It feels deeper, like endless abyssal water pressing against your palm. Now the iron accepts any quenching. Spiritual water, yin lightning, even oral quenching. Theoretically, it won't shatter again. Why tell me this? By sealing the spiritual veins, the Wanbao sect trapped everyone dependent on them. Your Hanyan Jade barely needed spiritual energy, only its final steps did. You're outside their net. A messenger bursts in. Something's happened. People are coming from the south. Wanbao sect? No, Qingxuan sect. Why are they here? Their 3,000 standard command arrows are ruined. With the spiritual veins sealed, energy stopped flowing through them. Every one of the 3,000 shattered. They've come for you. You look awful. Bella sees danger. Master, your severing method needs no spiritual veins. Once that spreads, Wanbao sect's wind vein tokens are worthless. Tell Molly the Qingxuan sect offers 7 mines as payment. At my door, Bella blocks the envoy. She's 50 and still sleeping. She was awake late last night. Why were you cooking noodles? They weren't ready until midnight. The pot wasn't working. Master, crowds are waiting outside. I put down my cigarette and call in the weapon refiner, he explains. I borrowed this iron from Injustice Iron and spent 20 years forging it into a pot. Don't rush. This is 10 times better than your iron plate. Test it. 0 loss and continuous circulation. It's already a vessel. Forge it into a sword, knife, or hairpin. Melt it down and reshape it any time. The result is absurd. So you made a pot because I'm cooking today? Where are you going? Everyone outside wants swords from me. My customers aren't the problem. Wanbao sect is, so I'm going straight to Wanbao sect. Harvey volunteers at once. I'm going. Before I leave, Harvey is crouched atop the wall. Harvey, come down. Stop squatting there and scaring people. Bella presses something into my hands. Take it, master. Wanbao sect has several nascent soul incarnations, perhaps even a sect leader nearing full integration. Your master is visiting as a guest, not going to fight. Bella cannot let that rest. What if a fight breaks out? At Wanbao sect's mountain, an elder watches me finish eating. You're certainly taking your time. Molly has come a long way, so she may enter, but our mountain has one rule. First, withstand the tower's suppression, endure it, and the gate opens. Fail, and that's the end. The tower tries to lock my spirit, but there's no cultivation in me to seize. Energy enters the pot, circles once, and returns without loss. I didn't come to fight today. I'm here to collect debts. Your Fengling Meridian is broken, recovery impossible, their swords shattered, and I dismiss their officials. The debt is settled. A voice from inside the tower declares, Wanbao sect should acknowledge her. She's only a rogue cultivator of unknown origin. Why should you settle accounts with our sect? I face the 9 gods tower. What's sealed inside you? A measured knocking answers me. Evenly spaced, identical force, no spiritual fluctuation. Someone is hammering inside, matching my rhythm. 3 short taps, 1 long. Raise the hammer, then lower it. He's using an ancient smith's signal, checking the metal's temperature before quenching. A voice asks, who are you? The cultivators stare. That's not the tower's color. That light hasn't appeared in 300 years. A cultivator. What are you doing? Is someone inside talking to me? Nonsense. The tower seals heaven and earth's energy, not a person's. Then it can break. Keep time. 3 short, 1 long. Lift the hammer. Lower it. We're checking the temperature before quenching. Those are a key cultivator's hand signals, at least 300 years old. The tower doesn't merely control the world's spiritual veins. Their energy bypasses every channel and flows straight downward, feeding the prisoner at its base. You're using that energy to suppress him. He can't last much longer, can he? Fine. What do you want? The prisoner's signal matches mine. Unchanged for 300 years. Locked away all that time. He spent 3 centuries hammering against his cage. I want to meet you, but if I can't, there's no rush. Set the spiritual veins aside. Find me once you've decided. For the first time in 300 years, the prisoner sighs. Nearby, a cultivator. What's happening? Zack, I didn't summon you. All 11 sect-protecting artifacts gather nearby. Zack, come back. My answer, tell them. Zack snaps, don't tell me. My warning is blunt. Don't sever the spiritual veins by force. You'll shatter your chi. Those artifacts have protected your sect for centuries. I leave Zack one choice. Are you willing to do that? Resolve the spiritual veins and I'll find a way to send them back. Otherwise, forget the expulsion order. Zack, how deep does this insane formation go? I'll see for myself. For 300 years, the world's minds have lain suffocated and silent. Your minds are ringing again. Zack, do you know what you're doing? If the sealing formation breaks, the 9 gods tower loses its spiritual supply. The seal will loosen. I know. The 9 provinces' minds formed naturally. Cutting them apart caused this. 300 years ago, Wanbao sect used wind chimes to suppress the land's veins. Now those veins defy that ancestral decree and return to their natural order. Heaven's law is clear. You reap what you sow. This wasn't my doing. If heaven wants payment, I can't stop it. Zack, you knew unsealing the minds would bring heaven's retribution. I didn't. I only felt they should be unsealed. Later, I taste the water. It's weaker than a spirit spring, but good enough for soup. A familiar call reaches Bella. Bella, she whispers. No one's ever called me that before. It's her master at last. Bella, I've waited so long for you. No one's ever called me that before. Why are you crying? Master isn't dead, Bella protests. I'm not crying. My hands are only wet. I still haven't cried. Her master tests his freedom. Can I walk in the rain? My feet remember the road. I'm only hungry after 300 years. I want a bowl of noodles. I take the rear. Go on, I'll guard you. 3 years ago, this wild mine held the richest spiritual energy. Monthly herb harvests fed us for half a year. Another spiritual node fails. Again, some blame heaven's reckoning. Others blame Wanbao Sect's wind chime array. Zach, nonsense. A disciple. Sect leader, Linghe Peak's nodes are failing too. The disciple. At this rate, our rear herb garden will wither. Zach, what's happening? The rain only stopped recently. Weren't the mines opened? Why is there less energy? It isn't dissipating. Something is absorbing it. At dinner, Harvey, bad broth, too much alkali. Bella, the duck bone soup is delicious. Harvey, master isn't hungry. My thoughts return to the reopened veins. The energy should be stronger now. The weapon refiner. My furnace burns 10% weaker than last month. Your forge uses wild spiritual yin fire. There's a leak above. The 9 provinces is a bowl. The sky its lid. Energy circling within. Earth vein energy rises, but the leaking celestial dome can't contain it. No matter how much surges upward, it escapes. What could puncture the dome? Whatever imprisoned Harvey 300 years ago punctured it. Bella, the pig's trotters are ready. Harvey, I wasn't hungry but don't eat them now or on the road. My answer, who said we're leaving? A messenger. Molly, Qinyun Mountain has gone mad. Over 300 are trapped outside. Energy is falling. Some cultivations are already dissipating. Bella, that thing from 300 years ago came from Qingyun Mountain. Don't kneel. Your knees are broken, so treat them first. Everyone is fleeing west. Grandpa, what's ahead? Qingyun Mountain has been occupied. By whom? The elder's answer is grim. Tai Holy arrived 3 days ago with over 200 people. They claim heaven ordered them to seal and redirect the spiritual veins. Their formation drains all spiritual energy for 800 miles into their cave. My 6-year supply of spiritual liquid evaporated last night. I didn't use it. Their formation absorbed it. What a disgusting scheme. Tai Holy has at least 20 cultivators at nascent soul or higher. What will you do? Read the main text first. The formation borrows the Earth's main vein and covers an enormous area. This isn't temporary. Preparations began at least several months ago. These fees exclude every rogue cultivator. Where did all these rogue cultivators come from? Isn't this forcing them to die? Outside, the formation drains everything. Some spiritual roots have withered alive. Have you ever seen that? Name, cultivation, spiritual root attribute. Senior, I have no spirit stones. I'll gather herbs or clean. The Holy Land accepts no servants. Without stones, pay with cultivation. Meaning, cut away 10% to fill the formation eye. That buys 3 days of meditation. Mid-foundation, 10% won't harm your root. 3 days inside replenishes it. That's practically profit. Fine, but spiritual energy across 800 miles is below normal. Your body won't survive 2 months outside. Don't worry, it's like drawing blood. Who is she? Molly, number 1 on the golden list. The emissary blocks her. Tai Holy's ancient sovereign has long admired you, but acts by heaven's will. Object, and visit Taiyin Mountain in Zhangzhou to debate our sect leader face to face. The sect leader is targeting Bella. Taiyin Mountain's sect leader helped imprison me 300 years ago. After our debate, his sect's 470-year foundation will be gone. Sect leader, can we wait longer? Wait for what? Tai Holy to harvest our cultivation? Or until our spirit stones run out and we all disperse? Sect leader, let's pay the stones and endure this. 30 low-grade spirit stones. Monthly cost, 30 stones each. 600 means 18,000. Only 42,000 remain. That won't last 2 months. I won't make my disciples kneel and surrender cultivation for 3 days breathing room. Isaac, couldn't protect you, but I can disband the sect while your cultivation remains. The world is vast. Find a way to survive. That's better than waiting here to die. Meeting adjourned. I stop Zach. Lend me 3 days. What? 3 days? If spiritual energy isn't back in 3 days, return this token and carve it however you like. Your disciples owe nobody their cultivation. 3 days is enough. Don't disband. A whisper follows. She's number 1 on the golden list. Why is she here? This place's spiritual energy is weaker than noodle stall soup. Your spiritual eye isn't weeping. It's been uprooted. Prepare the tools. In 3 days, we'll replant your spiritual eye. The vein is drained, but its riverbed remains. The passage still moves. Master, the heaven-locking array connects to the main earth vein, right? 3 main veins cross Qingyun Mountain. But what if I don't use them? Tai Holy intercepted the main vein, a great river, but tiny undercurrents and capillary branches run beneath it, too fine for their array to cover or value. I'll gather those branches again. Instead of the main vein, I'll take another route. The flow is small but enough for Qingyun Mountain. The direction is wrong. I know, ground connections aren't enough. We connect upward too. Put a basin beneath a leak. Spiritual energy escaping upward condenses high above and returns. The flow is small, but real. I'll place a catch-all array below the return point, feeding that condensed energy into the Earth's capillary branches. All right, crouch and draw. It looks like a child's drawing. Shut up. Who taught you this reflux structure? Nobody taught me. I drafted a heaven-mending array 300 years ago. My old design used the same core idea, recycling, not style. That draft was burned before I entered the tower, so it never spread. The skeleton's ready. Tomorrow we'll engrave it into stone. Your array must endure long-term operation. Mud won't work. I understand. At dawn, Bella reviews the timing. 3/4 through the hour of Mao. The sky's reflux peaks. Understood. Are you nervous? I've calculated everything. Then why are you rubbing your hands? The array stirs, gathering spiritual energy. It's real. That's real spiritual energy. A dragon of spiritual energy rises, growing higher. You don't need to keep rubbing. Someone's coming. Once your array activates, it's like chiseling a hole beneath their heaven-locking array. They can't miss it. The newcomers arrive. You've come at the right time and saved me a trip. This is the Spirit Tooth sect of a nascent soul cultivator. The faction emissary corners Zack. The inspector arrived yesterday. Shame Qingyun's sect is so short-sighted. Before coming, I checked this region's spiritual vein array. Its flow is unchanged, yet your spirit pool keeps growing stronger. This emissary's origin puzzles me. Zack, our rear mountain is forbidden. The Locking Heaven Array grants Imperial Inspectors access to every anomaly it covers. Zack, remember the agreement from 90 years ago? That contract promised protection, but imposed servitude. I stopped Zack from answering. Let the emissary read it first. Let him finish. He'll learn whose property he trespassed on. The emissary finds a private return flow array. Who set up the array? The faction emissary declares. Every current inside the Locking Heaven Array belongs to Tai Holy. Diverting it without permission invokes Article 10. Repay 10 times the stolen energy in spirit stones. 3 days of backflow equals roughly 100,000. Tenfold makes 1 million spirit stones. Even selling everything wouldn't save Qingyun sect. Zack, deliver payment to Tai Mountain within 3 days. Otherwise, we'll take the spirit eye stones instead. Those stones are the sect's last lifeline. Losing them would drain its final breath. Zack demands, faction emissary, is that right? The fault is mine. I built the array. Then pay 1 million spirit stones within 3 days. I know Article 10's second half. This clause doesn't apply when the intercepted energy comes from no spiritual vein under the Locking Heaven Array. Mine was condensed backflow from the celestial void. It fell from the sky, crossed no main vein, and never touched your array. Since when does Tai Holy own whatever falls from heaven? Little girl, you know the terms, but Imperial Inspectors decide their meaning. Fail to deliver within 3 days, and next time I won't bring a patrol order. I'll fix this, but not now. I'm going to Taiching Mountain. You're going? Not alone. Zack, is the original Spirit Vein contract intact? It's beneath the Scripture Pavilion. That contract has loopholes beyond Article 10. Don't worry about the Spirit Eye Stones. If he returns in 3 days, let him try collecting. Golden Armor Guards are Imperial debt collectors. Next day, a Golden Armor Guard. The Inspection Court classifies celestial backflow as an energy derivative within the Locking Heaven Array. The original clause applies. Since Qingyun sect cannot pay, the Inspection Court will seize and discount the Spirit Eye Stones. Zack objects. Yesterday you gave us 3 days. The emissary. Zack knows Imperial Inspectors act quickly. I must report before dark. My turn. Faction emissary. Want me to recite the clauses again? I won't listen. You wouldn't listen anyway. Don't say I failed to warn you when the array plate is seized. Go tell your Imperial Masters. I declare the Spirit Vein contract void today. Harvey, the reclusive swordmaster, takes over. If anyone returns, I won't nail him to a wall. I'll nail him into his grave. You're from Biwan's Harvey family. A weary rogue cultivator. It's a long story. We traveled 19 days from Ru County after hearing Qingyun sect's spirit pool still held water. We came begging for spiritual energy. My early golden core remnants are gone. Across 300 miles, cultivators have lost golden core, foundation establishment, even chi refining cultivation. 3 months ago, the energy didn't simply stop. Something drained it. One night, a gray vortex appeared among the clouds and spun until morning. By morning, mountain herbs had withered, streams had lost their energy, and even my pill repository was leaking spiritual power. All 13 of us suffered it. He was late foundation establishment, now he can't retain chi refining energy. My question, where did it go? It's watering flowers on Taiyin Mountain. There, white flowers grow in a vast field. Their spiritual energy exceeds everything I absorbed across 30 years of golden core cultivation. Every flower is white, with several petals or 9. Those 9-petaled white lotuses aren't ornamental plants. A 9-petaled lotus blooms once every 3,000 years, fueled by every spirit's energy. One lotus withers an entire prefecture's spiritual veins. One field could exhaust the whole 9 provinces. So the Locking Heaven Array doesn't manage spiritual veins, it harvests them, Every cultivator in the 9 provinces is fertilizer.